that good?
Straight on.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
All right. Hi. What should I say?
Hi, this is Spike Jones recording for VBS.
All right. Hi, this is Spike Jones for VBS, and we are spending the day with M.I.A, and she's going to take us out to meet her friend African Boy, who she's signing to her new label Zigzag, and she's going to tell us about her new record that she's been working on for the last year, and she named after her mom. How's that?
Yeah, so, where's my wig?
Oh, yeah.
Shemko was really unhappy about that.
What, that you got a wig?
Yeah. He was like, no, I'm coming now.
How do you know
Shemko is the Polish hairdresser.
How do you know him?
Just, I don't know, everybody knows Shemko.
Okay, and so...
He did my hair, okay. He did my hair on ketamine. That's why my hair looks like this.
What's ketamine?
Ketamine is like a horse tranquilizer.
How long ago was that?
That was like 2 days ago. And then I've been walking around with this half-done hair.
And what's wrong with it?
Well, it's orange. I look like a carrot. I think it'd be good if it was like Halloween time.
I got you a couple other things. Wait, hold on. Don't look. Hold on. I got you fake eyelashes.
Wow. That like goes all the way around your head.
I know you. You gotta cut them. I got you eyelash glue.
Thank you. That'd be useful.
And I got you nail jewelry, nail diamonds.
Wow. Yeah, a little bit of bling.
Oh, and a net for your hair. So you put that on under the wig.
Cool.
Pro,
Double
right?
pack. Why have you got a black eye, by the way?
It's a long story. Well, I was at Greenwich, out by Greenwich Mean Time, and I don't know, there's all these lads, and they wanted my gold, and
But you didn't have any.
but I didn't have any,
So
they made me go buy some. Then they popped me in the eye and took it.
Hi.
Hiya, where do you want me to sit? Hello.
Well, you can sit in the front if you want.
Hello.
Hi, how's
Hiya.
it going?
Good.
How are you,
Shemko.
Spike?
What's your name?
Spike.
Spike.
Shemko.
Shemko, yeah. Hello, girl. All right.
Hi.
Do you blame the horse tranquilizer at all on the hairstyle going astray?
It's not
Is
so
it
bad
what he
there.
actually
I
says,
want you to know it's not so bad. It's
I
just
don't
the
think
colour.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's actually a good cut. It's a nice.
No, the cut
Nice
is
shape.
really good.
Well, and you're saying thanks for horse tranquilizer today.
It's
I
like,
didn't.
just
Because
look,
I've got a long
ketamine-
face and I look
ketamine
like a
trip.
horse, it doesn't mean I take it.
No, ketamine trip is interesting because, like, you know, it kind of does fuck with your perception of, like, colours and shapes
And dimensions.
things, doesn't
Oh,
it? And dimensions.
the dimensions.
Which is probably why one side is longer than the other. But that's okay. What's up, BBS, M.I.A, who else? Taking you to the depths of Deptford, Woolwich with African Boy. African Boy did a song called Little, which I'm putting out on the Zigzag label because it's the first of my bringing through immigrants step. He lives in Woolwich and we're going to go there and check him out and we're going to ask him why he's been shoplifting that little and giving everybody a bad name when it's so goddamn cheap. You know what I mean? If you're going to shoplift, at least shoplift somewhere expensive, things you can't afford.
Who is African Boy?
African Boy?
How do you explain him? Where'd you meet him?
He's a boy from Africa.
And
I met him through just out and about, and then we MySpaced each other. We won the iPod battle with this song.
yeah.
I played it and everyone was mad. It was good. Me and African Boy, we just marched up on the stage and then we just danced. We were like, what is this? We don't know this song.
Sitting down, chilling on gunpowder. Strike a match like fire. Who's that girl called M.I.A? M.I.A coming back with power. M.I.A coming back with power. I'm big timer. It's a bang banger. Big timer. It's a
the like cheapest supermarket like you can possibly imagine. Like you can get Coca-Cola there for like 30p.
Yeah.
Right, it's like really cheap, and it's a German supermarket. It's kind of like the IKEA of food, and they only have it in like real immigrant neighborhoods. And there used to be one in Bermondsey where I used to live. I used to go there all the time, and you can make like a whole Sunday roast for like £3.
Yeah.
But African Boy, he used to get shoplifted there.
Uh-huh.
And the song is about that. This is basically the arsehole of London, Woolwich. This is where they shove the immigrants and forget about us. Yeah, don't really want to go on about it. It's pretty depressing if you look at it.
Jaki bezobór?
Eastern European state.
Ahmed.
Over. They just came and took it over the place.
Apparently speaking.
I thought it was us. Like we controlled it. Brown people, but we got taken out by the Eastern Europeans a long time ago.
You think it's tough now? Come to Africa. You think it's tough now? Come to Africa. You think it's tough now? You think it's tough now? Come to Africa. You think out there we are grinding like Pepe. You can catch me on the motorway selling sugar, water, and pepper. I rep Africa, not Miami. Hustle with M.I.A. I'm broke, I got indefinite stay. You can't touch me like leprosy. I hustle here from here to Sri Lanka. My mom told me to be an accountant. On that I wanna work in a corner shop. Contact Sugu, he's got the contacts, man.
You want to go inside?
Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you.
Spike.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice to meet you.
Shem.
Nice to meet you. I was coming back from Violet's house, my girl's house, and then like just these Somalian boys just jumped me. They took all my stuff. They took my rings. They even took my jacket, chairs. My face is all
Well,
swollen.
do you want the Sri Lankan boys to come and sort out the Somalian boys?
That's my little sister.
I like that picture. What's that? Look how amazing this picture is.
That's my mum there.
Like that's so cool.
Which one's your mom?
So
There.
weird.
Wow.
That's my mum's mum.
Your grandma's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't have any pictures of my childhood at all. I got one photograph,
Oh, so that's you.
which is on the internet. That's it. It's the one I sent you. It's a passport photo.
So what happened? You got jumped? Is that?
Yeah, I got jumped and then they robbed all my stuff. They robbed my phone, my wallet, they even took my Afro coat. They took my ring,
That's Africa
my
on Africa
chain.
violence.
They just took everything.
And you got your head cut open?
Yeah, but you can't see the stitches because they use they just use these invisible stitches. Otherwise, I'll just have a line. I didn't want it. I had to cut my hair. I didn't really want to cut my hair.
How long was your hair before?
It was kind of high. It was kind of high actually. Little, that's the song that I made not too long ago. It was just about me shoplifting. It's actually a true story. Just about me shoplifting in Lidl when I got caught. and then I done it in Asda and I got caught. So I just thought I'd just make a song about it. That's what I wear when I'm going parties, you know?
That's what you wear when?
When I'm going parties.
Really? Nice.
I did the show in like for the TV thing where I had to go and meet the president of Liberia.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they made me wear an African outfit, but I had to get dressed in the dark. It's so funny. I saw a clip of it. It's so funny. It's me going, I need a belt. I need a fucking belt. I'm not getting in like this. I need a belt. Like standing outside the parliament and screaming. This bit's amazing. It's the best bit. He says, so I came from Nigeria and I had to go to secondary school. I am 19, but I said I was 14.
Being different is what makes you sell. And someone told me once, when the road is zig, you zag it.
That was me, which is why it's called zigzag.
And what's
I
zigzag?
need you to figure it out.
It's what we're putting little out on zigzag.
That's your label?
It's, yeah, when it zigs, we zag. How does it feel to be in like a council flat in Woolwich when you've got one day in England?
I like it. I've been over this neighborhood before.
This is kind of like where I grew up, in a council flat.
Oh, really?
And so there was 3 kids.
That's what I won in year 11. I won best male MC as voted by the class. So basically, like, we had like a battle, then I was best in the school, then I won it in the word. You know.
Was it exciting to win?
Yeah, it was, you know, it was fun. That was my secondary school days. I missed them so bad.
How old are you?
18, just turned 18 2 weeks ago.
And how did you meet this one?
MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah, she just found me. She found me. Because, you know, I'm so used to saying it and singing it and
I
singing
got to the immigration.
without getting caught. Now I'm in England. I must go secondary school. I am 19, but Aladdin said I am 14. So I'm in year 9 and I am doing my sats. I love to eat chicken and chips and late nights go on MSN. One day I was in the bath and Oyinbo man came to my door. He said, Olushola Ajose, we are immigration. That's you know, the reason I wrote that verse is because everyone always makes fun of Nigerians coming into the country and lying about their age. Like, even in my secondary school, I knew about 20 of my friends that are not my age. They are like 20 and they just lied because I think like to get into the country you have to put your age down or something, and then like
yeah, because if you're over, because that's how my family got in.
Yeah.
Because if you have kids under 18, that means the parents and the whole family can come over.
So it's
And
quite a lot.
if your kids are over 18, then they come here on their own, and you don't need the rest of the family.
Yeah.
So that's why I specifically wrote that third verse, because everyone always seems to think I'm coming this African way. I'm not. I'm legal. I'm legal.
I'm not.
Talking about, I rather talk about moi. Talking about, I rather talk about moi. Talking about, I rather talk about moi. Talking about.
How are those photos with the song? Are those photos for this song? How does that represent this song?
I don't know. I think it's like no one's really heard like the third world and what people come from and stuff. Like, it's always been black, white, urban in the West. Like, when you hear music, it's always come from the hood, in American hood or British hood, and it's about those experiences. But no one's really come from like first generation, like over there, and then you come here and then you learn the language of the West in the first world, and then you articulate the third world. You know, like rap music, you hear the American black experience, but they've been there generations, and it doesn't relate to like the third world. Like, this kid knows 50 Cent, but 50 Cent doesn't know this kid.
Yeah.
Culturally, it's important to bridge that gap and to make communication possible. It seems like the next phase, once you've already done where you come from with irony and deconstructed everything and commented on everything and digested everything, then you've got like this whole other section of the planet that hasn't really been digested even by them, you know, and I think that's kind of what I represent.
And the reason it's become so large is because no one is doing what M.I.A is doing. No one is expanding their like musical knowledge to other cultures.
Like, we have such a preconceived idea of a kid in Africa, and all they listen to is cultural music of like African drums and dudes in the African cloths doing like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like them singing under a tree with a stick or something.
Yeah.
But it's not like that.
They're
it's
very,
way
very
more
modern.
progressive, and it's way more progressive than music in the West.
What's that song?
Paper Planes, that's about making visas.
That's a good beat.
Straight to hell.
If you catch me at the border, I go visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one done in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like
It's my like end of the album outro song.
If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one done in a second if you wait.
That's the most I've heard of your record.
Oh yeah?
I've only heard 3 songs. What about Far, Far Away? Is that on there?
It is. Didn't want it to be, but it is.
Why didn't you want it to be?
I don't know. I guess that was like my breakup song, and then I got over it. And then I was like, I can't be bothered to sing about breakups and stuff. And then, but I like the beat because, I don't know, how I made the beat was kind of interesting to me. Well, I recorded it in India and stuff, and we put the song together in Trinidad, and it's just, we recorded the song outdoors, so we like ended up double tracking the crickets and the dogs, and it's got like crazy atmosphere in it and stuff. And I felt like musically I broke more rules on that song than, you know, for me,
Yeah.
than anything else. So the cab's here.
Cool. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you so
definitely.
much.
Safe journey for tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Maya,
Bye.
my queen. Bye, baby.
Bye. It's cool you guys are a big family.
Yeah.
Better now. Bye guys.
You just
Bye. You got a crazy style right now.
I know, Woolwich has never seen this style. That's right.
What's this album about? Like,
Just being out there. I think, you know, musically it's still a loner, you know? Like there isn't really anything I could really put it next to or feel like there was someone else in my world, you know? I think that's kind of why African Boy counts for me, because musically he's got the potential to exist in the same plane as me. There's always going to be something different about us that isn't going to like relate to a white experience or a black experience.
do you think of yourself as brave?
No, but I feel like I definitely had nothing to lose, so I was able to do it.
If you would have gone the safe way, what would your
R&B hits.
You would have got your first record would have been an R&B hit at the safe way.
Yeah. The Sri Lankan J-Lo.
I can't see it.
No, I can't do that. There's a million people that want to make music about nothing, because anyone can and everyone can. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to keep music really accessible. So it's better to just sing
Like-
about that guy's t-shirt than to really talk about that guy and some of the shit that he's going through. Our generation and the young people that I'm with who are making music, they're not ready yet to talk about things that I want to hear about. That's all.
Yeah.
Like when I was making my record, I really felt frustrated at the fact that there was 1,000 songs about one night stands and like shaking your dick, shaking your pussy, like da 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 da. That's what our generation of people are so drawn by. Like that's the party music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I see these girls kind of dancing and having a good time to a song that says, you know, ass, titty, titty.
Oh yeah, the one I know it's in the commercial.
Then I always think, okay, there has to be a flip side to that, and someone has to bring forward some really serious shit.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to walk the line in the middle. On this album, that's all I wanted to do. I was like, how do you bring something human to a generation that have just been fed with ass, titties? Like, how do you feed them nourishment? I feel like I'm a martyr now for having made a creative album as opposed to a pop album. If I made a pop album, yeah, I would have made loads of money and I would have removed myself from more people and put myself more in a box. I named this album after my mum.
Oh yeah, this one.
What's it called?
So it's called Kala, and I wanted to be like, basically like when I named the first album after my dad, like the concept of it was really like big major things. It was like politics and like the world, and it's real masculine, and it was all about putting up the fight the power. But this one is kind of, it's to do with my mum, because I felt like I wanted to just be more vulnerable on it, but vulnerability came out kind of weirdly. It didn't come out like other people's vulnerability, you know.
How'd it come out?
I don't know. I don't really know yet because I can't judge my own thing. But I made this album feeling completely weak all the time. I thought I was losing my mind in India. I'd lost my mind.
Yeah.
And I was there with my friends and we were making bird flu and I got food poison just before I was making that video. So I was really ill. And I think it was just, your brain powers down and I felt really weak and nothing ever made any sense. I was having loads of problems, like personal problems and stuff, because I felt like I'd lost my ability to connect with people on a certain level because I was no longer like one of them. So it wasn't like before I always had a universal passport for being really poor and, you know what I mean, really gutter.
What's your favorite song on the record right now, just today?
My record?
Yeah.
Bamboo Banger. Lyrically, it's just Bamboo Banger, it's just crazy. I'm bored of banana, one guanabana, and I go on my buns this summer. I'm sitting down, chilling on some gunpowder, strike match like fire. Who's that girl called M.I.A? M.I.A coming back with power. M.I.A coming back with power. Goes like that. While I was in India, before I got food poisoned, I was watching the documentary that one of your Vice journalists did. Ben Anderson did like this documentary on Liberia and stuff. I was inspired by the ending of the Civil War, and kind of $20 came out of that. But I made it in India, but it was actually based on like Liberia stuff. See, I had a song called $10 on my old album.
Yeah.
And now I got $20 because I've gone out market.
And
inflation.
And what's the chorus?
It's the Pixies chorus. I like Fight Club. It's one of my favourite movies. But I like the Pixies anyway. It's the only song I could play on the guitar.
That one?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
How much is that? What are the other songs on the album?
World Town.
And what are the influences or references on that one?
It was originally a Black Star song, which was more about Baltimore and America, like represent the D-Town, and I wanted to take it out and apply it to the world hood. And then I took it to Africa and it was amazing because it was the song that I got to play, and when I kind of played my stuff to people, and we decided to have like a street party, and we asked them which song they liked. They were like, that one. And I got like this instrument in India called the PP on it, which is like a temple instrument that when I was a kid and we lived like on like a temple square.
Yeah.
And in Sri Lanka, and like in the morning, at 6 a.m, like that's what you'd hear. You'd hear like this Nadisram PP sound. It's not really been used like in Western music, so I wanted to bring together like a weird instrument that people hadn't heard before and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's my PP sound. So it kind of came
How's
together.
that one go?
It's like, sick of all the shit that's keeping me down. If you're dead from the waist down, it's easy staying down.
Alright, this is a good place to film your dancing. I'll dance too.
I'm gonna dance like you.
See me bubbling quietly. See me acting like you ain't met me. See me